everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, or wherever you are in the world. This is the first of our WLGA member updates for 2026. So it's great to be here. As the name suggests, and it's an update. It's an update on the key activities that we're doing. And it's really meant, first and foremost, to give you, our global membership, a overview of the activities that we're doing on your behalf. You should see this as an opportunity to get insights into the areas where you can get more involved. You can do that directly by calling us. You can get involved through the working groups that we have running. Because it's an update, we're not going to run this as an interactive discussion webinar. But if you do have questions, you know who we are. You can contact us. Please contact us after the webinar. And we'll get back to you. Because we're trying not to make this interactive, please mute yourselves if you're not speaking, because otherwise we get a lot of background noise. And I also have to say that the meeting will be held according to our antitrust guidelines. That means that we won't have any company-specific or commercial information being discussed. It's also being recorded, not just for compliance reasons, but also so that members who can't make it can pick it up on the webinar, on our internet page, the members only page, and they can watch it later. Look, before we get going, I just wanted to say a few words about where we are. You probably know that we're in the first year of a three-year plan that we call Resilience in a Changing World. And that's a theme which is, I think, now proving to be increasingly prescient in today's context. We have a conflict in the Gulf. The war in the Gulf at the moment is causing an impact to people across the world. And the first thing I would say is that our immediate concern is on the human impact of this conflict. And our thoughts with all of those that are impacted across the world, communities that are facing danger, facing uncertainty, facing instability. It's important to put LPG into this context as well. LPG is impacted by this conflict. And LPG is right now, as you well know, a critical energy source for billions, literally billions of people across the world, providing cooking, heating, transport, industrial energy, and essential services, particularly in developing and emerging economies where this is really the only access that people have to modern energy. And it's closely linked to their health, it's closely linked to their livelihoods and the economic stability. If you can mute yourself, please, that would be great. Otherwise, we all hear your conversations. We see a lot of pressures on supply chains. You've seen that in the news. And this is causing short-term challenges in many countries, particularly in Asia. But I want to just emphasize that the LPG system remains diverse. It remains flexible, well-established, and markets will adjust to continue to deliver energy where it's needed. Like all commodities that are coming out of the Gulf, I think there is a need for greater strategic storage. We need more diverse supply chains. And if we have this, we can further improve resilience. And I think these are going to be the subject of a lot of review as we go into the future. Now, let me turn to the agenda for today. You can see here the agenda of today's webinar. Essentially, we've got 4 30-minute sessions covering our 4 main areas of activity. After we've gone through these 4, we'll have a quick closing at the end, and hopefully we'll get all this done in the next 2 hours. First thing I want to talk about is safety. Safety is one of our top priorities, if not our top priority. We have a goal. One of our principal goals is safety and business improvement. It is integral to what we do. And all of our meetings begin with a safety moment. And for today's safety moment, I would like to pass over to our Youth Council co-chair, Taryn Wishart from Oryx Energy. So, Taryn, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, James. Today I'll be talking on mental health matters. So why mental health matters as a safety priority. Mental well-being directs impact, decision-making and overall safety. Stress, fatigue, and burnout can increase the risk of incidents in the workplace, which we try and avoid. A healthy mindset supports a safer and more productive environment. Now, what are the signs that we can then see to recognize this? Are you feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or persistently tired? Difficulty in concentrating or making a decision, whether it's a simple one or a hard one? Changing in mood, behavior, or energy levels? Those are the critical signs that you need to recognize. What can we do to help our mental health? Check in, not in just with yourself. Check in with your colleagues. Speak up. It's okay to ask for support and help always. Take breaks. Rest is essential. It's not just a luxury. Promote balance. Manage your work-life home. By creating a supportive culture, encourage open conversation without a stigma, lead with empathy and understanding. Support one another. Mental health safety is a shared responsibility. So I'd like to leave a key message with each one of us today. There's no safety without mental health. Looking after our people means looking after their minds too. Thank you. I'm going to hand over to David.
Thanks very much, Taryn, and yeah, really great topic to kick off this meeting with. A couple of years ago, we actually held a webinar on mental health, which attracted about 120 people. So it's an extremely important part of our safety program. Now, what I'm going to do is hopefully bring in Rashid Majad from Oman. Rashid has been, well, I guess immersed in all this turmoil that James was talking about just now in Oman. And I know that for a little while there was doubt about whether he could join us today. So from the war zone, Rashid, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, good afternoon or good morning for everybody.
Thanks, Rashid. Well, I'm going to, yeah, look,
do you hear me?
Thanks for, yeah, I can hear you. Thanks for making it today. And I'm going to hand over to you now to just give a little bit of an introduction to the beginning of this 3-year strategic plan that we have, where you're heading up the safety and business improvement goal. So over to you for opening words.
Well, as you know, and I think safety is really our word today in this war zone here. Our friend in Qatar, in UAE, and in Bahrain mainly are really challenged daily basis. I think since 1 month now, most of the family around these 3 countries, they didn't sleep well, to be honest with you, and it's part of the previous slide directly. And I have all of my members of my family in these 3 countries. I know what I'm speaking about personally also. But most of the company, to be honest, LPG or others, are doing their job, are on the stand, and they try to keep their employees safe. Last week, I give you another example. And we have on the top of the war a flooding in Dubai and in Oman, which make our life more complicated also. Some plants are shut down, but nevertheless, we need to handle the logistics, the drivers, and etc. I think what is important to know that in this time, which is very difficult for most of us, I have someone speaking at the same time with me. I have an echo.
Yeah, I think if you're not speaking, if you could put your microphone on mute, that will be really good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Try again, Rashid.
Thank you. No problem. And what we are trying is really what we have served and seen on the ground for all our community, our employee, and really it's resilience. I can tell you since Eid break, which is roughly 10 days, we are sleeping 3 hours. All my team and us, we are trying to help the people. We got call from Ministry of Energy of India. We got more call of Ministry of Indonesia. We get the call from Philippines. We get the call from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, and all these guys. We are trying to find solution. We are trying to book vessel. We are trying, even it was not, to be very frank with you, our core business as the national gas. But today we are on the stand, we are down. We are on the ground to support all these countries, and we are proud of it. And we are more or less successful, and we are moving a vessel mainly from US, if we catch some, from Algeria, from Kazakhstan, from Azerbaijan, from all around the world. We are trying to support each other, but it's a real challenge, mainly for our Indian community in India, where they are struggling today. And even Philippines, yesterday, there is no jet fuel. In Thailand, all restaurants are closed also now, and it started impacting Malaysia, and Indonesia started also to be impacted. Then the ball is rolling. This is a little bit to share with you the situation where we are today. We are in crisis mode since 1 month now, and the price is also so volatile that some people also are not playing the game, making things difficult, and the charter of the vessel became very expensive. Then we are in. We will be more strong after, and it will ask also ourselves, and I think like James said in introduction, it's matter of storage, it's matter of vessel, it's matter of production, but it's matter of the price at the end of the day to support the whole economy, because we saw that LPG is playing a big role in the whole economic chain, more probably than petrol sometimes, or than jet fuel. I think jet fuel, we can stop flying for some times, but I think cooking, you cannot stop the people. And half of Muslim in India, they didn't get cooking cylinder for Eid, which was a very important moment for them and their family. For the strategic period, with the guidance of Dave and the whole WLGA team, we are trying to implement some rules, and we want to share with you our application. We have started develop ourselves internally, and we will share with all members when it will be finalized. HSE application, online approval and reporting platform. We have developed it in-house. Yeah, it's an app which working on iPhone and also on Android, and anybody can use it very easily. If I can have the next slide, please. Then I will not go through why HSE online application, but in 2 words, it's mainly to show we have a primary mobile app, compatible and so on, as I told you, conversion of existing standard. That we was having our own standard HSE, we convert them in a digital form. It's faster workflow, improve the report for traceability, because sometimes paper, it's not really, and mainly for us, what has changed is real time. Then the concerned people, the emergency team, etc., they got the information quickly, and enable online also signature even while traveling, sometimes for the manager to approve, is it safe or unsafe to go, and support the company paperless initiative, which is, you see the homepage down a little bit to see the things. Next. Then this is a QR code to install, very easy. And we are doing what? Near miss, which is the basic of the culture in all companies. More we have near miss, more we prevent HSE problem, more problem. Dedicated section. Now we have HSE poster, HSE alert also to support, and online access to various HSE form from this app directly. Ability to attach supporting documents and photo also of the evidence, and submit digital sign form, and the report department direct go to HSE department for analysis, and quick access to the official platform by LinkedIn, YouTube, and so on. We can share also. I think it's very flexible, very easy to use, and is existing in 3 languages for us, English, Arabic, and Hindi. Application section include different menu, as I told you, site inspection and site approval, maintenance and fleet safety also for the trucks, life-saving rules. We have defined 12 saving rules in the entity, maintenance of the fleet, and project site safety, like remote reporting when we are doing in the middle of desert some project in LPG or natural gas. We have our report and approval directly. We don't need to wait. AI-powered chatbot only. It's an online digital HSE assistant where you can ask some basic question and so on. and he will assist you of taking a visitor in HSE induction as example and respond on common safety related visitor, mobile phone, mandatory PPE, provide consistent and vehicle parking, etc. In your company, you can implement for the onboarding part also. Next. This is roughly, we have launched it 1st of January 26. We will see how it works. People are using it. And now we told them it's not only in your job, but it's also outside the job. You can use it in your house, in the routine to detect very unsafe situation. That's all for me, Dave. Thank you for your attention. We will give you more information about this app via the meeting we have twice a month. Twice a month, one in the morning, one afternoon with Dave, where a lot of people are gathering, and we will have a sharing approach with this tool. I think some company has done it probably. We can benchmark, but we will give it for the WLGA without any big challenge.
Rashid, thank you very much. And thanks also for keeping in the time, because we have a pretty busy agenda over the next couple of hours. There's a hand gone up, so I think somebody's going to ask a question about it. But what I'm going to suggest is that every year we have the Global Technology Conference where we showcase a lot of innovation, and I think this is something that you can probably do in parallel to all the other work that we do to alert our members about what it is and what it does. It looks like a very powerful tool. So I will send you an application form to put a submission in for GTC 2026 in Istanbul, and I hope you do that. But good luck to it. We look forward to hearing more about it. Now I'm going to move very quickly on to the Safety and Business Improvement Plan. We basically got 4 components. We're not looking at digitalization today. Digitalization is all about making the business smarter, and a core of that program is the challenge competition, which is going to be launched very shortly. Alison Abbott and Esther Busher will be talking about diversity. I just want to quickly talk about the safety part of the program, and in particular what we do with our safety planning this year. And I just want to, there's a whole bunch of things there that we get involved with, but I just want to highlight 2 things. One, we have this core safety group that oversees all the things that we do with anything to do with safety. And this meets, as Rashid said, it meets on generally the second Tuesday of the month. And we have 2 meetings on the day, one very early in the morning for the eastern part of the world, and one for the rest of the world later on after lunch in Paris time. And one of the things we do within that group, and anybody on the call today who's got any interest at all with safety, who wants to join, then please let me know. Just send me your email address, and I will include you with the invites when they go out. One of the things we do within this...
excuse me, David, one remark here, if I may. I think we don't have enough people in this group. Even you are happy with 40 people. I think we can do more. We need each SSC manager of each company member to join this group, because I think we are sharing very, very important situation. And thanks to you, we avoid 2 accidents last week, to be honest with you. With the case we saw in Mexico and so on, we got exactly the same, but we didn't get anything. I think I encourage you to send the HSE manager to this meeting. It's very, very important for your company, for all of us, and for safety purpose. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Rashid. And it's something that we did talk about within our team just a few weeks ago, reaching out to our members and getting the representatives within our membership in tune with what we're doing. So HSE is a target. Sorry, if you could mute your phone if you're on listen mode. Thank you. So yes, HSC managers very much a target for this group of ours. And what I was going to say was that one of the things we do every month is interrogate incidents and accidents that have occurred within the LPG industry globally. Now, as a result of those incidents, we often produce safety alerts. Now, last month, we had a discussion about something that happened 25 years ago in Tunisia. And this is the incident that occurred. And you can see that this is a 2,000 cubic meter sphere, which was undergoing test. There was no gas in it. It was undergoing test, and it was undergoing a hydrostatic test, which means filling the whole sphere up with water. And as you know, the density of LPG is about half that of water. So the legs of this sphere could not cope with the additional weight, and they collapsed. And the investigation found that there was a lot of corrosion that had occurred that actually had taken place between the fire protective coating on these legs and the legs themselves, the steel legs themselves. So the core group has decided that we will now start to interrogate old incidents that have occurred like this, and not issue alerts, but issue safety reminders. So there's a safety reminder going out this month. Actually, it might be in April now, but it's ready to go, and it'll be on our website. And anybody that has an above ground sphere like this, supported by steel legs, then take a look at the alert, and it will point you towards inspection and checking of the integrity of the steel legs and making sure that nothing has happened underneath the fire protective coating. So just a little insight into some of the stuff that we do in that safety core group. Now, the other part of the little pie chart here is how we do this. We have these meetings twice a month, but we also have, we run country workshops. We've done a couple already this year where we go into the country with people on the ground and interrogate some of the things that are causing them problems. We run seminars. We're planning 2 seminars this year. And you can see all the other things that we get involved with. So safety is really front of mind with what we do. And I'm going to stop there because we have an awful lot of work we're doing on diversity as well. So I'm going to hand over now to Alison Abbott, who's going to introduce Esther Buscher to talk about women in LPG and also talk about our youth council and bring in our co-chairs for that. So Alison, over to you.
Thank you, David. In fact, I think you just covered everything in your introduction. Yeah, it's an important part of SBI is our diversity initiatives, and we have 2. We have Women in LPG and we have the Youth Council. What I'd like to do now is warmly introduce our incoming global chair for Women LPG, somebody you know very well, Esther Buscher. Esther, thank you, and over to you.
Can you all hear me now? Yes. Sorry, I'm using two devices. A pleasure to be with you in this members update webinar. Since the beginning of the year, we've launched a new 17th chapter of women in LPG, and it's the second one in Europe with the launch of the Irish chapter, where the local players have enthusiastically embraced this initiative, but also beyond the LPG industry, also extending it to the gas industry, as well as to other stakeholders, ranging from authorities, training institutes, as well. And what we've seen here is that having a common theme in terms of the role of women in them delivering the energy transition has been a really impactful way to gather an engaging group, as well as having an inspirational speaker talking about inclusive leadership and how that also can be applied to the energy transition at large. Has been a really promising launch for the second European Women in LPG chapter. So I think that is a very good start of the year, and I'd really like to thank both Nikki and Alison for preparing that again. And I also really want to thank all the national chapters, who half of them have already been able to liaise with me and indulge with me in onboarding calls for understanding their journey with women in LPG and WLGA so far, what's worked well, and also what is still on their wish list, and particularly where can the association help them going forward. And yesterday we actually had one of the 2 annual calls with the chapter coordinator and chairs, and I think one of the key elements that came out of that it's really important after the launch of these many chapters that we now also pause and make sure that we also invest in these local chapters to make sure that the local committees and teams are equipped to bring this to the next phase. And admittedly, in every country, the maturity level is different. So that's something that the chairs yesterday have been brainstorming and sharing concrete examples about, and that's something that we will also weave in to the annual and 3-year program of women in LPG, where it is also about delivering something that is replicable yet relevant for each of the markets. And we hope to be able to give you a flavor of that in Istanbul during Liquid Gas Week, where we will of course have a networking opportunity, but we would also still like to see if there is an opportunity to have this conversation more on main stage, including some allyship as well. And I'd just like to ask every member's support for their local chapters, and to also support Alison and Nikki and the team going forward.
Thank you, Esther. And I'm sure we all agree you've set off like a rocket, really, with Ireland and all the calls that you're having with the national chapters, which it's really, really helping energize. Speaking of energizing, the other part of iDiversity is our Youth Council. As a reminder, this is a benefit of our industry council members, who are each invited to make one representative a young man and or a young woman. I'm going to hand over to Cole Smith, who is the fellow co-chair, along with Taryn, who you've already heard from. Cole, let's hear your update from the Youth Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Alison, and I apologize for not being on camera. Teams isn't cooperating with me this morning. But yes, I'm the co-chair. My name is Cole Smith. I'm the co-chair of the Youth Council, along with Taryn. If you don't know, the Youth Council is made up of 3 pillars, each with 2 captains. We have talent management, safety, and new generation communication. The total Youth Council is approximately 50 young professionals from across the globe, fairly evenly split between young men and young women. I would like to point out that this year, of our 6 pillar captains, 5 of which are women. So we've got great representation from women in LPG, and we have had a lot of success this year with this team leading the group. But each year, the Youth Council is tasked with working on a project that we will launch and present at LG Week. Last year, we focused on AI in the industry, and this upcoming year, we're going to focus on attracting young talent into the LPG industry. It's a question that we're asked every year. So this year, we finally decided to focus on it. Each pillar will work on, if you don't mind going to the next slide. Each pillar is going to focus on this topic from their respective areas of focus. So talent, safety, new gen communication. And the idea is that we're going to develop actionable items for each company in the WLGA to implement in order to attract young talent to their respective companies. It may sound, as an easier task than you think, but it's certainly a challenge, and one that we're excited to put together some game plans for and present to you guys. So I don't want to tease it too much, but we're going to have some great stuff for you guys in LG Week this year. And then lastly, another item that we're focusing on is engagement and growth for our members. This is something we talked about last year, and something that we've really focused on and been implementing this year. And the way that we're going about doing that, one way that we're going about doing that, is bringing in guest speakers from the industry and from the WLGA. And we've had a lot of success doing this so far. We've had 4 speakers to date, which you can see are listed here. But we've seen a huge increase in our meeting attendance and our monthly meetings that we host. We're very appreciative of the people, the individuals that have come and joined us and presented to us. It's been a vast array of topics, reaching from safety to personal development. And it's been a huge benefit to all of the members of the Youth Council. So we appreciate all of those guest speakers so far. We've got another one lined up for our next monthly meeting. And for any leaders on this call who are interested in coming and speaking to the Youth Council, we greatly appreciate the opportunity to hear from you. If you are interested, please reach out to Allison to learn more. And with that, I'll hand it back to you, Allison. Thank you.
Thank you, Cole. And I really am happy with the way the Youth Council it's really going really well at the moment. And I do think having these guest speakers is really helping. So thank you to those who've done it already and to those who will be doing it in the future. That continues and closes our wrap up for SBI. So I'll hand back to Rashid. Thank you.
Thank you for your preparation, all of you, for this SIB group. I think we have a lot of to do. We are a small team, and I think what is the strength of this big family WLGA, it's we have a lot of contributors. We need to engage the contributor a little bit more, but I saw it's a positive dynamic in Q1, to be honest with you, even the preamble I have given to you. And I think we will push the women, we will push the youth, we will push also the old people like me to be more aggressive, more strategic. I'm a little bit more in a strategic position today of thinking, solving big challenge, big problem. Thanks to WLG, I think we have the tools, we have the arm, and we have the network, which is really a very big benefit for all of us. And we need to make this network more profitable on daily basis. And again, I think with the support of David, as he say, it's very, very important to keep safety, because today one unsafe situation can destroy our goodwill for our company, but also for our industry. And I'm very happy to see that there is something who are moving also in Africa, in Asia, and in Indonesia. Even we are promoting these safety things. And I will give the floor to Dave, and thank you for your listening. Thank you for your time.
Rashid, thank you very much indeed.